COVID has become, every single day, my Facebook has become an obituary more than a Facebook page. When the only thing that you really would be able to do right now is to really remain vigilant. And when I started work with them, I just realized they're the same like us. Basically, they're afraid of COVID too. They really want to help. They also just there to serve the people. When COVID started, I said, as architects, what can we do? We didn't really think about infirmaries during that time. I kind of got a little bit anxious. You're stuck at home. You feel like you need to do something because that's how you're a problem solver. And then the only thing that I was able to think of was do our infographics, because I wanted to understand it myself. So I gathered a few of my previous employees and asked them if they could help me make infographics. We made a Cebuano or Bisaya version, and we made a Tagalog version and an English version, and then put in the numbers to calls. And then during that time while we were doing that, we saw sanitation tent, and we were able to distribute that in all hospitals. And then after that, we also started worrying about food security. How do we secure food, especially those who only live day by day? So when we started out, we called it Happy Tummy Community. So when we started out Happy Tummy Communities, we were feeding homeless people who were put in gymnasiums. And then also communities that were in lockdown, and then communities who don't have access to food, and sometimes, most of the time, they also don't have access to clean water. So we've done a lot of projects on our own, and we've also done projects with the 53rd Brigade. I think the biggest project that I've worked with them on would be Project Noah. But I think if I'm going to say the most notable project would be the bringing of the relief goods to the different provinces in Cebu City.
Ang 53rd Engineer Brigade is an Army unit. Ang area of responsibility namin is yung buong Visayas. We perform engineer support operation sa mga AFP, particularly Philippine Army camps. And we also assist the national government in infrastructure projects for national development. Yung unang naging project namin was the manufacture fabrication of face shields and yung decontamination suit. This was made possible through the generous contributions, donations from well-meaning individuals, particularly yung mga members ng reservists natin who were members of the 5th Technical Administrative Support Brigade led by Colonel Uy and Captain Ching and Attorney Captain Gochango. They provided us with the raw materials. We were able to manufacture almost more than 9,000 pieces of face shields. So yung face shields actually namin nakaabot from Cebu, nakaabot pa siya ng Viluna. Marami rin kaming nabigyan. Yung Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center, yung Chongmo Hospital, Cebu Doctors, and many more. Nakaabot ito sa Metro Manila, particularly yung mga AFP military hospitals. And even private hospitals after that, nagkaroon din ng initiative yung mga donors namin to provide us with the raw materials to fabricate yung protective suit. Saka after a while, through the generosity of the San Miguel Corporation, they actually donated 10 emergency quarantine facilities for the AFP. And during the course ng paggawa namin ng quarantine facility na yan, we actually sought the advice from the United Architects of the Philippines, Cebu. So, from among the quarantine facilities created by San Miguel, the facility that we constructed actually became one of the models because we were able to put up a negative air pressure system within the facility. And of course, this was through the efforts of the Commander Central Command, General Berto Angkan, and of course the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Juan Santos.
Project NOAA is a project of Cebu City, specifically Office of the Vice Mayor, Vice Mayor Rama, and then previous Councilor Joy Pesquera also is involved in this project. And then an architect group called United Architects of the Philippines, Humabon chapter, another chapter different from ours, was tasked to design the Project NOAA. Basically, it's a level 1 facility. When I say level 1, it's for asymptomatic patients from vulnerable communities. This project is very helpful for Cebu City just to make sure that we also ensure that there's no spread of COVID for the city. The 53rd Brigade was really the key to the implementation of this project.
And after that, the UAP and Evolve Philippines PH communities, they are very active in helping the community within Cebu. That also brought forth the outreach programs that were conducted in Hilutungan Island, which is part of the municipality of Cordova.
I would say that it's the most notable kasi ito yung the biggest reach that we've done. Like, there's an island near Cebu, 30 minutes away, that's called Hilutungan Island, and it has 750 families, mostly depending on fishery and tourism. I'm still blessed to have the 53rd Brigade. I would have to say that most of our projects now are in partnership with them. It's been very easy to work. But when I started working with them, I just realized they're the same. They're like us, basically. They're afraid of COVID too. They really want to help. That the values that I have, especially that I feel that's what's guiding me, compassion and being empathic to the community. They also have it, and they're also there to serve the people beyond guns and beyond combat and beyond keeping the peace. It's really true service to the Cebuanos also.
Sa mga kababayan natin within the Visayas, sa karong orasa, karong pandemic, kinahanglang tayong lahat ay magtinabangay. Kitang tanan magtinabangay. Kitang tanan magkahiusa para malabanan ang pandemic. Hindi na natin kailangan maghiwa-hiwalay pa. Kailangan lang natin ang operasyon ng lahat ng tao.
We are going to get through this. It's very difficult. Lisod kayo siya karon world. You guys have to also see the good things that the community has done, your law enforcement has done, the 53rd Brigade has done. The sense of duty, the sense of patriotism that they've shown me, and believe me, I'm also one of those people who are quick to judge them. I mean, my life has changed when I've seen these guys work, so let's be a little bit kinder to them. COVID has become, every single day, my Facebook has become an obituary more than a Facebook page, and it comes closer and closer to your home, and it's scary, but the only thing that you really would be able to do right now is to really remain vigilant and continue to help. Be kind, even if it's just your neighbor. You give your neighbor, your neighbor doesn't have anything to eat, or check on your neighbors, as simple as that, and try to help each other and be more kind to each other.